So I just saw Marvel's new Thunderbolts movie, and this is my non-spoiler review. I enjoyed the movie. It was pretty good. 6.5 out of 10. It could have been a lot better, I think that it was a bit short, anticlimactic, not much action. But other than that, the characters were cool, the funny bits were funny, it was well written, the action scenes that we had were very good. I just wish that we had more action scenes. There weren't really enough. Kind of feels like the third act was missing. And as good as the story was, it could have been a lot better. It could have had more layers to it. But all in all, I had a good time watching it. Bob was amazing. It's enough to make me say the movie was pretty good. 6.5 out of 10, which is 1 point less than Captain America Brave New World, which I do think was a better film. Fingers crossed Fantastic Four First Steps is better than both of these two films, because I've enjoyed both Marvel films this year, but neither one has been amazing. You know, Thunderbolts was pretty good. Captain America was very good, but can Fantastic Four be truly great? Let me know, what did you guys think of Thunderbolts? Okay, that was the non-spoiler part of the video. So if you have not seen Thunderbolts yet, then please go watch it because it is a good movie. I liked it. I think you would probably like it too. So go see it. But if you don't care about spoilers or if you have already seen the movie, then let's continue. So this is your spoiler warning now. Sentry was great. His fight scene, as short as it was my favorite part of the movie. I do wish, though, that it was longer. In general, I think this movie would have benefited from being longer. It wasn't that long as it is, and it just felt anticlimactic, man. Like, it just ended, and there wasn't even really a big fight scene with the Void. They just went into his head. Now, I understand the Sentry is OP, hence, there's no normal way for the Thunderbolts to fight him. But it doesn't negate the fact that they should have got creative, and they should have... I think this movie should have been multiversal. It felt a bit small. You know, even with the Sentry as the villain and him taking over New York, it felt a bit small scale. It should have been a multiversal film, have multiple Sentries, have a good Sentry come and fight a bad Sentry, have, like, we're in the multiverse saga and it's about to end. This movie had nothing really to do with the multiverse saga, except for the fact that the Fantastic Four appeared at the end. That's the only multiversal thing to happen in this film. That was a cool post-end credit scene, and I'm glad that it was an actual scene. It was like 5 minutes long. It was cool. But the fact that that post-end credit scene was that long further proves my point that the actual movie could have just been longer. And I think it needed to be. I think that they could have just done more. You have the Winter Soldier in your movie, and he doesn't even have like a really iconic fight scene. You have, you're calling these guys the new Avengers. They are pretty weak. The original 6 Avengers would destroy the Thunderbolts. Like, these new Avengers, they're not very epic. But Sentry is the team member who kind of makes up for their lack of, power. They could have had a montage in the movie where the Sentry was going on missions with the Thunderbolts. They could have had that. I know it wouldn't have, the way the story was going, but they could have changed the story to where Sentry was on the team and the team worked together on missions. Maybe bad missions, but like they did missions together and we got to see the Sentry fight a bunch of people. It could have been a montage of different supervillains. It could have been so cool. Like, the movie felt a little rushed towards the end. Like, all of a sudden, within a day, Bob understands how to use all of his complicated powers. It's crazy. Why was the movie taking place over the course of 3 hours? Why did the movie need to do that? It could have been stretched out. It could have been a long, ongoing thing. The movie was a bit weak. I think it was like maybe one more draft away in the script from being like a masterpiece. Like, this could have been such a good movie, like a great movie, an amazing movie. It's still good. I am disappointed though. It could have been a lot better. I'm not going to let Marvel slide on that. It could have been a lot better. And considering we're almost at Avengers Doomsday, you would expect better movies. Think about where we was prior to Avengers Infinity War. We had Black Panther come out, incredible movie. Thor Ragnarok, incredible movie. Civil War, Captain America, incredible movie. Spider-Man Homecoming, incredible movie. Like, these are the films, Guardians of the Galaxy. These were the movies we had building towards Avengers Infinity War, with Civil War being incredibly important to what was about to happen, you know. And yet here we are, right before Avengers Doomsday, and Thunderbolts is not hitting the same. It just isn't even as important. Realistically, you could skip this movie and you could watch Avengers Doomsday and you would be completely fine. You could easily make sense of the fact that these random guys are trying to be the new Avengers. It's fine. Like, this movie wasn't as consequential as I would have liked, considering where we are in the MCU timeline about to approach Infinity War. Doomsday. Which should be the new Infinity War. I'm right to compare Infinity War to Doomsday. There's a lot at stake. Infinity War is a masterpiece. Will Doomsday be that? You know, not only was Infinity War a masterpiece, but so were the films building up to it. Again, Black Panther, Homecoming, Ragnarok, these were great movies propping up what was about to come. And we just haven't had that with the recent ones, you know. Brave New World is not on the same level as Captain America Civil War. Thunderbolts is not on the level of Spider-Man Homecoming or what was the other one I said? Thor Ragnarok. So it's a shame. It all falls on Fantastic Four First Steps. That movie has to be great. I don't want to end 2025 and none of these movies were great. Captain America Brave New World wasn't great. And I don't think, like, Thunderbolts wasn't great. They're good movies, but I want great things from Marvel. So that's my take. And I do think Captain America was better than Thunderbolts. That's my opinion. But I want to know yours. Comment below, let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.